Hey guys, it's Chip. So I'm sitting here in Kingdom City, Missouri tonight. It's about 8:30. I just wanted to share a little bit about how sometimes we all have a bad day out here. I'm not whining or anything like that. I'm just letting you know that not every day is always good out here. Okay? So here it goes. I started off my day. I had the deadhead about 170 miles or so to go get this load in Spring Hill, Kansas. It was actually at I think AMG location. It's a Clorox company, and I just so happened I picked up another power only load from JB Hunt, which actually turns out to be a pretty good load so far. I picked up a bunch of kitty litter. So in my mind, I'm like, man, this is going to work out okay. So I get up there to the place. The guy wouldn't let me check in to pick up the load without having an empty trailer. So I thought, oh, here we go. It took about 3 hours for JB Hunt to find me an empty trailer. Just so happens that empty trailer was only 15 miles away. So I went over to Lenexa, Kansas to a J.C. Penney distribution center place, picked up the empty trailer, went back. I'm dropping this trailer on the yard where they told me to drop it. So, I went home for 7 or 8 days. And I made a rookie mistake. Kind of embarrassed to even admit it, but here it is. So I backed up. I had to slide the tandems all the way to the rear. That's how they want the trailers dropped on the lot. No big deal. Well, they have a concrete strip for you to put the landing gear on. So I needed to pull forward. So in a hurry, I dollied the legs down, except, they were probably an inch and a half off the ground. So I threw the red airline on the trailer, pulled forward, pulled the kingpin, and then the yard dog pulls up and he starts BSing with me. I guess he had to do some kind of an inspection on the trailer. So I think really what he was checking is make sure I had the back doors open, but make sure the inside was clean. So the inside is clean. The guy comes up, hands me this paper, and we're jaw-jacking. He's talking about his sciatic nerve killing him. And I was like, yeah, it's because you ate too much turkey yesterday, I forgot all about that red airline. I didn't realize it till I was about 12 feet away from the truck, and I hear snap, bink. And when I heard that, I looked back and I thought, oh, no, I didn't. I sure did. I think I've only done that one other time, and it was probably 2002. I was working for a company local, washing trucks and trailers, and I was moving one, and I forgot to unhook it. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. Man, that was back in 2002. It is now 2020. I've been driving a truck long enough. I shouldn't have done that. We all have a bad day once in a while, so I just wanted to tell you this. Even though we love trucking, or maybe some guys hate it. I know some guys, they can't stand it. They absolutely don't like it at all. I love it. I love doing it. My wife came out with me last week. We had a great time. I meant to make a video, and I totally forgot. I'll do one when I get home. Get her on here. So, I'm in Spring Hill, Kansas, which is basically Olathe, Kansas. You would think on a Saturday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you'd be able to find a freaking airline somewhere. Guys, I stopped at every little truck stop, name brand, mom and pop. Closest Pilot was like 34 miles, and I'm thinking, come on, for an airline? I don't care if it's red or blue, pink or purple. So I get over to a Quick Trip over on what is that, 635 and 32 highway. There's a Quick Trip and a Pilot over there by the Associated Grocers warehouse. Kansas City, Kansas. $50. $50 for a nylon crappy red airline. And I'm thinking, good grief. So I buy the airline, I go out to the truck. It's like the wrong thread. I'm like, oh my gosh, man, I'm never going to find it. Well, had I just slowed my mind down a little bit, I would have realized there's some kind of old school fittings on this truck for some kind of airline that's, 15 years old, 20 years old or whatever. So I had a heck of a time getting these fittings out for this other airline to adapt to the system. Because they use some kind of super glue, super duper Loctite plumber's putty or something. Another buddy of mine I was talking to said, hey man, just heat it up. I'm like, oh yeah, out on the road, Doesn't everybody have a butane torch? And he goes, you don't have one? I went, no. Well, after I got all done, and come to my mind, in my electric box or bag, I do have one. Anyway, one of those days, man, I was letting my mind get ahead of me. But hey, I still have my goals that I'm shooting for. Not every day is a good day. Some days are really crappy. Long story short, I made it from basically Kansas City, Missouri to Kingdom City, Missouri. I mean, what is that, like 100 miles or something? So, I have only progressed from the load 100 miles, and I put in 13 and a half hours today. So anybody that knows trucking, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But don't give up. We have hopes and we have dreams and we have goals that we're all shooting for. I'm just throwing this out there. I made a stupid rookie mistake today. Sometimes it happens to everybody, but hey, right? I'm not down about it. I'm going to kick butt tomorrow. I'm going to get on it. I got to go back out to Ohio and get my trailer picked up. I let a customer use it for, I guess it'll be 9 days by the time I get there, or 10 days by the time I get there. But hey, you know what? Keep your heads up. Stay safe. Keep your head in the game. Instead of getting flustered, slow down a little bit if that's you. That's what I should have done today. I should have slowed down. I should have double checked everything, and I didn't. That was my number one problem right there. But hey, you know what? Whatever. I just wanted to get on here and let everybody know that Kingdom City, Missouri has an Ozark Land right behind the Gasper's truck stop. There is a little bit of extra truck parking there, and there's a McDonald's. It's just McDonald's. There's a Dairy Queen across the street. There's a Petro across the street. And there's a Westland truck center across the street too. There's tons of truck parking here. It's like a little truck mecca. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to say, sometimes you have bad days. Don't get derailed. Don't get derailed on them. Don't let something little turn into a big deal. I mean, I probably wasted 2.5 hours chasing down an airline and taking fittings off. Something that, if the Freightliner would have been open, that would have been 4 miles down the road. Instead, I ended up driving round trip, like 70 something miles. Oh, that burned my butt. Then I paid $50 for a cheap airline. So, either way, keep your head up, keep your eye on the ball, stay on the game, and stay focused on what's important in your life. I got goals. I want to get my equipment paid off, stuff paid off at home. I mean, man, I got like a 3 or 4 year plan, and things are going to really start rolling in about 8 more months. And so I'm really looking forward to that. Anyway, hope everybody has a good night, good day, and all that. I'll catch you later.